living in the country is the ideal lifestyle. Step out your front door, and if you live on a farm, what you see is your oyster. The seasons come and go. Rolling green fields, cows and sheep grazing, harvest time with silage and barley cutting, and the dig for new potatoes. All year round there is a panoramic view from the farm with Vinbrata Mountain always the backdrop. Lambing time is a great time of the year in the farm, and that is when I help the men. I am getting on in years and find each year it becomes more difficult for me mentally and physically. There is always a caller to the farm kitchen every day. Men calling in to ask about such and such, and of course the welcome mug of tea. Meeting other farmers' wives is deeply gratifying. A camaraderie of confidence is shared. The other side of the coin is that when the farmer goes out to till the fields, maybe mend fences, he is entirely on his own and sometimes feels very isolated. This can be the downside of living, or more so, farming in the country. But just to sit in your garden at the end of a day and watch the sunset go down and the moon come up, all in all, living in the country cannot be beat. And that's what brings me to my community centre, Dromboughil, aptly named from the old original schoolhouse. This centre has become a godsend to many in our community, a lifeline to farming families, the isolated, those living in deprivated areas, our youth, mothers and toddlers, and our aging well groups. Dromboughil Community Resource Centre is a thriving centre catering to the needs of the community. The community incorporates the townlands of Carnvan, Macramore, Tremead and Tiavon. There are some 90 families in this cross community who come together for discussion, networking and socialising. But how did we get to where we are today? We had no meeting place or centre. We targeted cross-community members, and at a time of coming to the end of the troubles, we had an uphill climb to reach success. Back in 1998, a meeting was called for the community to come together in a Presbyterian church hall. From that meeting of some 50 people, a committee of sorts was formed. A chairperson, a secretary, a treasurer and a few extra bodies. Initially this group met in the office of canning kitchens and bedrooms. Then we also met in other people's homes, rotating each month. Eventually we got going on essential paperwork to put in an application for funding of some £250,000. Hence the committee meetings moved into my dining room, where 12 of us sat round a large table and a computer sitting on the desk in the corner. Things steamrolled after that, and through lots of 2 steps forward and 1 step backwards, we eventually secured our funding and we got £168,000 to build our new community resource centre, of which we are now into our 3rd year in it, having made the move on the 13th of January 2009. We have a staff of 2 part-time office workers, Siobhan and Anne, and myself, the administrator, and 4 volunteers. We are a thriving organisation with many activities making use of our premises. For example, Monday nights are used for various committee meetings such as the Cancer Research, Sperm Producers and our own Dromboughil Committee meeting. Tuesdays in the mornings there is healthy lifestyle, art class and sometimes a speaker will be invited to the group, while Tuesday afternoons is our long-running craft class. This class meets in our hub. Our hub was in Portakabin and was always our original meeting place for everything. Wednesday morning, a very enthusiastic yoga group meet. Thursday mornings at Espada, a group meeting for our senior citizens. This is a very happy group who meet, talk, play bingo and do chair-based aerobics and have talks on health, with of course naturally morning coffee and lunch thrown in. Thursday nights, another yoga class. And on Fridays, this is always on the 4th Friday of the month, we run a coffee shop. It's not for the money that it makes, but it's a great way to socialise and bring our community together. Saturday we have specialised craft classes when anyone can come and be taught a new skill in her craft. Saturday afternoons is scrapbooking and Sunday afternoons is christening parties. Other classes that appear on the calendar throughout the year is calligraphy, willow weaving, men only, first aid, computer classes, cookery and digital photography. We also cater for essential skills in maths and English. That's Dromboughil in a nutshell. Through the great work of staff, committee and those having vision, there is still lots more we can be doing, and at the moment we are looking to extend our new building by going up to the first floor and creating the space into workable use. This will require a lot of money. Everyone is welcome to Dromboughil at 36 Mahermore Road, Dungiven.